Hello, welcome to my channel. So today we'll be doing eggless fruit cake. So we have melted margarine, we have our flavor vanilla, and also have orange zest. I'm going to use brown sugar, spices, nutmeg, clove. We have our baking soda, ground cinnamon, and ground ginger. Those are our spices. We also have buttermilk. Here you can make your own buttermilk at home using ingredients you have at home. If you stay to the end of this video, I will teach you how to make yours. So I'm going to use my dry fruits, of course. So you start by greasing your pan. It's better you do this greasing first so that you can start baking immediately. So you grease your pan with margarine, then you dust it with flour. Why you're doing this, it's because you don't want the cake to stick to the pan and to avoid the cake to be burnt. You can also use a parchment paper, baking paper, if you have at home. I'm using two 10 inches pan for this cake. I'm going to write down the full ingredients in the description box so that you get the exact measurements of the things I'm using. Okay, I usually use this recipe, this eggless fruit cake, when I'm baking with fondant. That I'm going to use fondant as my covering. This fruit cake is not so soft, it's kind of heavy and dense, so it can stand fondant's covering. I have other fruit cake recipes that requires egg and it's very soft. Maybe I'll post that video later on. Christmas is coming, so you can bake this as a gift. You know, Christmas and fruit cake goes together. I would love to let you know that I'm mixing two flavors. Yeah, I'm using the normal vanilla essence that you know, and I'm also going to use the industrial flavor, oil-based industrial flavor. I love mixing two of them, and this particular one is orange zest, and this aroma is heavenly. Why I like the industrial flavor, you need just a little goes a long way. If you don't have it, you can just use your vanilla essence. So after dusting my pan, I'm just going to keep the pan aside and start mixing the ingredients. So if you stay to the end of this video, like I said, I'll teach you how to make your own buttermilk at home. Okay, also if you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to teach you how to set your oven temperature. Some of the ovens we have don't have a thermo Like I said, some of our ovens don't have a thermometer to help you know the correct temperature. So let's go into the cake proper. Sieve your flour. Always sieve your flour so that you don't have dirt in your cake. Sieve your flour in a big bowl. After that, you add your baking soda. I'm not using baking powder for this recipe. Baking powder is different from baking soda, okay? Baking soda helps the cake to rise and also gives the cake a soft texture. So I'm not using baking powder, I'm using baking soda. So I'm just going to sieve the baking soda and the flour together in a big bowl, dry bowl. Don't worry, the full ingredients, I'm going to write it out for you to see. Just sieve it. Then I'm going to add my spices and my dry fruits. These make up the dry ingredients of the cake. Okay, so you can see I'm done sieving the baking soda and the flour. I'm going to use my hand wicks just to make sure that they're properly mixed, combine them together. Okay, I'm going to add my spices. I don't know about you, but I tend to stick to a particular brand when it comes to spices. I don't experiment with my spices, I just stick to a particular brand. I would love to know where you're watching from. Let's connect. I hope you try this recipe and tell me how it turned out. If you have any question, please write it down in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. So I've just added my nutmeg and my cloves. You know, cloves is what we use for our zobo drink. I think we have the local name, I don't know the local name. So I'm adding my ground cinnamon. Cinnamon is a must for fruit cake. If you add clove to your fruit cake, it takes it to another level. In fact, the whole place was smelling so nice. The aroma is wonderful, it's just amazing. So I'm going to add my dry ginger, not fresh ginger, please. Dried one. I'm going to mix it up. Some people add other spices, but this is what I use for my eggless fruit cake. So I'm just going to mix them up. Then I'll add my dry fruits. Please don't forget to subscribe and to like and share. This will really help my community to grow. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I would really love to hear from you. Say hi in the comment section. I'm just stirring everything. I'm going to put in my dry fruits. You can put as much as you want. Okay, as much as you want. Then I'm going to set it aside. You can make this cake for your children, put it in their lunch box It is amazing. I love this cake. And why I love this cake, I don't have to use my hand mixer, you know, so I'm not constrained with power. If there's no power, I can bake this cake. So I'm going to add my buttermilk to my melted margarine. Of course you can use melted butter. So I'm just going to add my buttermilk, sorry, to my melted margarine. I love using buttermilk in cakes and in pancakes too. It just makes your cake very soft, very soft. So I'm going to whisk. Please use a bigger bowl. Don't follow me, my bowl was quite small. Use a bigger bowl so that you don't spill anything. So I'm going to add my flavor. Like I said, I'm mixing two flavors here: the regular vanilla essence that you know, and the industrial oil based flavor. The oil based flavor I'm using now in this recipe is the orange zest. The aroma is amazing. A little goes a long way, just a little. Please don't go overboard. It's kind of overwhelming and you will not like it if you go overboard. So I'm just going to mix everything together before I add my brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, you can use your normal white sugar, but the cake will not be brown. And usually fruit cakes are brown in color. Sometimes I can do half brown sugar and half white sugar. If my brown sugar is not enough, you can do that too. Of course, it will affect the color of the cake. It will not be dark brown. So tell me if you're going to use white sugar. Let me know how it turned out for you. I hope you try this recipe. It's very easy. Like I said, you don't need your hand mixer, you don't need power, just your wicks, your hand wicks, and you're good to go. So I'm going to add my brown sugar and mix everything together. When you're doing this cake, I want you to know that you have to, work very fast. If you leave this margarine mixture is going to harden up a little. I had to do other things. I think I was attending to my kids, and when I came back, it was something else, but nothing went bad. So please don't leave this mixture, this margarine and sugar mixture. It can harden. It will harden up if you don't mix it immediately and work immediately. Please work as you're mixing. Just mix in the flour mixture so that your margarine does not harden up. Okay, so you're just going to stir in the brown sugar. Stir properly. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, like, and you can share the video. I'd love to know where you're watching from. What part of the world are you watching from? Say hi to me in the comment section. I have other videos and I hope you follow. So just mix in the sugar. As you can see, my bowl is quite small, so I had to do it gently so that I don't spill anything. So just mix. When you're done mixing, you bring your flour mixture and you mix everything together. Then you bake at 350 degrees. Like I said, don't leave this margarine mixture for long. It will harden up. After you're done mixing, you add in your dry ingredients. Okay, you mix everything together and you bake. That's it. Very easy to bake, very easy to make. You can make this for your family, make it as a gift for Christmas. Too easy to make with simple tools. Okay, so just gently mix in the margarine. Then you pour it into your dry ingredients, the flour and the baking soda mixture. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like. See what I told you, I left the mixture for like I think 3 minutes or so, and this is what happened. Don't worry, it did not affect the cake, the texture, nothing. I just had to mix again. Mix. So don't do what I did, please. Just finish up. Don't leave your mixture. So pour it into your dry ingredients. Yep, so easy. As you pour, you stir. As you pour, you stir. As you pour, you stir. So easy to make. The aroma is heavenly. Like, your neighbors will be wondering what's happening. This is a perfect gift for Christmas. So you just stir. I'm going to use my spatula to put everything. There shall be no waste. Use your spatula. Then you stir. Very easy to make, as you can see. So easy to make. When you're done stirring, you put it in your pan and you bake in a preheated oven. Preheated, just it's a fancy word telling you that the oven is already hot. Okay, if the whole oven is not hot enough and you put in your cake will take a longer time to bake properly. This will give you a hard cake. If the oven is too hot for the cake, of course it will burn without cooking properly all the way. so you have to get the temperature right. I baked this cake for like I think 40 to 50 minutes, so you just have to check when it's 40 minutes. Yeah, how do you know when your cake is ready? When you insert a toothpick in the center of the cake and it comes out clean. Sometimes toothpick is quite small, so you can use a skewer to insert in the center of the cake. If it comes out clean, then you know that your cake is ready. And also the cake will pull away from the pan, so you know the cake is ready. So I'm just going to use my spatula to finish up the mixing. Then I'll put it in my pans and bake. This cake can stay in the fridge for like I think 4 days. I did not put any form of preservative. I usually don't use preservative in my cakes, but you can add alcohol to this, okay, so that the cake lasts longer for you. It was a birthday cake, so I knew that everything would be devoured, everything would finish that day, so I didn't add any form of preservative. Please, you can add preservative so that the cake will last longer for you. So I'm done mixing. I'm just going to pour it in my pan and bake. That's it. So easy. I hope you try out this recipe. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Okay, so I'm going to even out the cake with my spatula, or you can use the back of a spoon to flatten it. Okay, yeah, just to even it out, just to spread everything out. You can use the back of a spoon to do that. The taste of this cake is something else. Like I said, you can do this and give it as a gift this Christmas. I love this eggless fruit cake. Let me know how it turned out for you. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe and share.